everybody. Welcome to another weekly edition of the PSv3 free training webinars. Today is April 24th, exactly 2:07 p.m. in Dallas, Texas. How is everyone doing? Already chit-chatted with most of you. Anybody else want to say hello? Please do so now. We're going to get started in just a minute. Nothing major on the agenda for today. Probably going to talk about a few things that Hert's been working on, free trial mainly. If anybody's interested in that, we do have that actually functioning now, working pretty good. And then we are going to take all of your questions, and we'll be on here until we are done with questions. The first thing that I want to say is some of you have been experiencing some upgrades with your web hosting providers for PHP version 7.2. It recently came out, I think within the last month, and so we have the versions for our products for PHP 7.2, and the reason why there's a little bit of an issue here and there is because we do use IonCube encryption technology to protect our source code and all the cool things that we have going on inside of V3. So what that means is basically IonCube has a new version, a new update that allows encryption to work on 7.2. So we're probably going to roll that out tomorrow. We just have to do a little bit more testing. We spent all day yesterday and today preparing that. So not to worry for those of you that are having some IonCube errors using PHP 7.2. I personally have not upgraded to 7.2 yet on our servers because I am in the of the group that says, hey, let's let that 7.2 get its little bugs worked out before we lay it on all the servers. And as long as no one's yelling at me about not having it, then I tend to just wait a little bit longer than most because I know how those softwares work. And when you just jump on them when they first come out, you usually run into a little bit of problems. So well, I guess that's all I have to say. Hert, can you hear me?
Yep. I can hear you good.
All right.
Okay, guys. Before we get into Q&A, Dottie, I do see your question there, so don't worry about that. But before we get into general Q&A, guys, I'm just going to go over the free trials in detail. I already shot a video and mailed that out to you guys on Friday, but I don't know if everybody got it. So, of course, it's always nice to go over it again on the webinar. They are open. The affiliate program is open. If you want to, who signed up for the affiliate program? Give me a 1. Give me a 2 if you haven't yet. Just curious, just take some polling here.
A lot of people.
Okay.
Raphael, you tried. What happened?
Well, here's the process, guys. Go to v3.projectsupremacy.com. Scroll down to the very, very bottom and click on this link for affiliates, okay? It will take you to the sign up page for Project Supremacy. You won't see this because I'm logged in. What you'll see is you already have a Zaxa account or you do not. Zaxa is the merchant provider that we use to do the billing for Project Supremacy. So if you want to be part of the affiliate program, you're going to have to sign up for a free Zaxa account and then log in. And once you're logged in, you can access that affiliate link again down here. And it will look like this, okay? And a couple things about this video, by the way, guys, I put on here because that has all the details of basically what I'm going to go over right now. So if you might want to watch this as well. Your main affiliate link is going to be this one up here. That will take you to this sales page, okay? The regular, not you. It'll take your people that you're referring to the main sales page. Then down here under the text links, okay, we have different landing pages that you can send people to, and your affiliate link is here. Okay. The landing page for the schema duplicator, you can use that as a referral. I shot a video about how to get star ratings showing the schema. And then the other one that we have now open, guys, is the free trial. If you want to give free trials of Project Supremacy away as a referral, you can do that and lead them to the free trial page. It's going to look like this. Actually, not this one, this one. Okay, it's got all the information about every feature, Project Supremacy and stuff like that, as well as the webinars, so people can check it all out. I highly recommend though, guys, that when you're giving something away, even a free trial, it's best if you pre-sell it to people, okay? I mean, kind of saying what you like about it, how you're using it, how it's helping you, stuff like that. Because if you just say, go pick up a free trial of Project Supremacy, people will just, you know, probably not give a shit. They have to have a reason to even sign up. So that's just a tip for you guys that want to that do want to give away free trials. Pre-sell it. Definitely say what you like about it and stuff like that. Then send them over to this page. That'll increase your conversions for signups. Once people are into the free trial, okay, we already have an email sequence that we're going to send them during the 14 days that's going to teach them everything about Project Supremacy in these 8 videos. If you guys want the link in this and you want to go watch that yourselves, that's fine too. Maybe you'll pick up some tips that you haven't already grabbed with learning how to use it. But every video, this one covers you know, support adding sites to your dashboards, tagging, filtering, management, rank tracking, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read them all, but you guys can see each of these videos, and I gave you the link where you can get those videos. So that's what we're going to be doing for your referrals when they sign on for a free trial. We're going to be teaching them how to use Project Supremacy, why it's so great. And then on the inside of their account, it's going to look like this. Okay, everything is going to be ready and functional. We'll have a free trial countdown up here for scarcity. It'll tell them how long they have left on their free trial. And then if they want to upgrade, they either have access to the monthly or the annual packages, and you guys get paid 30% across the board for every package. So between, I believe it was $11 and $48 per month on the monthly packages. And then for the annual packages, I think it was like $280 per year or $350 per year if they buy the annual plans of these. So you guys get all your referrals, by the way, are cookied for a lifetime. So if they sign up through your affiliate link for the free trial, the cookie stays with them for the length of their free trial or their lifetime, provided they don't clear their browsers. Okay, we can't do anything about them clearing their browsers, unfortunately. I wish we could, but we can't. So that's the only caveat. Cookies are a lifetime though, so make sure you guys are out there referring people first, because once the cookie drops, it becomes your sale. And then you can make recurring monthly commissions on this product, which is awesome. The last thing about free trials, guys, is we have a share gate as well. So it doesn't work through Zaxa, but you still use your Zaxa username. What the share gate is, it's the exact same thing, okay? It's a free trial, but in order for them to start the free trial or unlock the registration form, they have to share a link to the free trial. And what we did is we custom coded this so that if you guys use this, it's actually going to be your affiliate link that they're sharing. Okay, so let's say you guys refer me to the free trial. I come to this page, I want to take a free trial. I have to share your affiliate link back to this free trial in order to take a free trial. And then because I share that affiliate link, let's say Todd sees my affiliate link, he comes on and he wants to take a free trial. Well, he has to share your affiliate link again to get the free trial. And then if my wife sees Todd's free trial giveaway, she has to share your affiliate link again. So it's very, very viral, okay, to do this. And your affiliate link for this is going to be in the video. I show you how to get it. It's custom, but basically it's just, I think it's, I can't even remember now. It's, let me go look here. Let's do this. Let me log into one of my accounts. Link management. Then Dottie, I might as well get to your question first after that. Free trial on page 2. Well, there's that one, but that's not the one. Well, whatever. You know what? Just watch the video, because it's in there. All the details are in the video. Okay, and all you're gonna do is use your I think it's N N equals Elenet if that was your affiliate name, and that will share people right to the free trial gateway. So it's a viral way for you guys to be able to give away free trials of Project Supremacy. So everything is done, everything is live, ready to go. So you guys should start trying to rank for these types of keywords. Project Supremacy V3 review. Right? Oh, I'm winning. And then Jason Quinlan is second, and then V3. And then Craig Riley's up here. And I noticed a new guy the other day, this guy, Web Spinner, PSv3 review. But guys, look at this. 87,000 brought broad match reviews. It is not hard to rank for these terms. Or PSv3 review is another one. PSv3 bonus, PSv3 scam. There's Craig. There's the other guy. So you can see how fast you guys can go and rank for that stuff and start getting traffic. And as more and more, as Todd and I are out there on the promotion train, you know, doing webinars and stuff, the more and more people are hearing about it, they'll start, that search volume will come up for PSv3 review. So it's just a nice little way for you guys to get some extra traffic. So go ahead and start ranking sites for that. Put the schema on them. It's funny how schemas all over all the sites now that are for Project Supremacy review, but that was the intention. Dottie, let me go. So that's about it for free trials, guys. So make sure you sign up for that and promote, and you can make the recurring commissions and stuff like that. So Dottie says up here, link management, affiliate links question. For some reason, my links are not working right. Okay, I've gone over the video twice, so I must be missing something. Link doesn't pass through, or it won't post on Facebook or properly in any other places like Aweber. Dottie, one thing when you are providing your link, the one that you're going to want to use is the masked link, right? This masked URL. So like, for instance, if I copy this masked URL and I go to Facebook and I paste that, that's what kind of populates this. But remember, the landing page of the affiliate program, if they don't have open graph set up, it's going to look weird, right? Facebook will do their best to supply the best like picture and description and stuff like that, but it's the open graph stuff is dependent on the landing page of the affiliate program. So we can't at all control how that looks. It depends on your affiliate program. Does that answer your question, Dottie? Like when you say it's not pasting right, I'm not really sure what that means. To be honest, I'd have to see it. But I'm assuming it has something to do with open graph not displaying correctly. Submit a support ticket then, Dottie. One thing I can't do on webinars is help people fix problems. That's definitely submit a support ticket. We can help you out through there. Yeah, it's okay. Just submit whatever problems you're having, and we'll get those. No problem. James, will they be able to join the weekly webinars or the Facebook group while they're in the trial? Yes, they will. Our idea here with those free trial users is we want them to experience what it's like to be a full member, right? And the group is great because everyone in the group is so active in the Project Supremacy group, so they could come in here, see that there's a lot of members, see that there's an active community. It helps them make their buying decision, which in the end earns you guys more commissions, right? When you guys are referring people in. So that's pretty much going to be it, guys, for affiliate stuff. It's pretty simple. Just watch that video. And we'll get into Q&A, like the general Q&A, question and answer for anything regarding Project Supremacy, SEO, project planner, schema building, etc., etc. So you guys fire away. I'll give you a minute or two here to start asking your questions. Dottie, that's really what you're asking for, the link management setup. Well, okay, I can go over it. So, you know what, I'm going to do it with the other free trial. Let me do that. I'll set up an affiliate link inside of Project Supremacy with the free trial. Okay, let me grab the link. Let me just look it up. I just have to find the link again, guys, in the group. Okay. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through a myriad of Skype questions. I think I found it here, guys. Okay, I did. Okay. So here's how it works, Dottie. To create a link, you click on create shortcode. First thing, paste in the URL of your free trial, which I'm gonna grab this link. Okay, this would be your affiliate link, and this one would be LNA. And by the way, guys, this is gonna be the format. Before I get into the study, let me just do this really quickly. This is gonna be the format. If you guys wanna do the ShareGate, the URL is gonna be this. Okay. v3.projectsupremacy.com/trial !u equals and then your Zaxa username. That's what you guys are going to use if you want to send people to the ShareGate on Zaxa or on Project Supremacy, so that when you share it with them, they share it with others, and those others share it with others, and they share it, but everybody's sharing your affiliate link. So what you do, Dottie, for that, you put in your affiliate URL, you give the short code a name. So I'm going to do ShareGate to Neil. You can call it whatever you want, and then give it a title. The title, basically what it's going to become is the clickable link. So click here for free trial of PSv3. Okay, and you see how it loads up here? That becomes your anchor text. You're not stuck with that. You can use any anchor text you want, but this is the default one. And then if you want this instead to be an image instead of text, you would just supply a link to like an image. Okay, from wherever, any image link, or you can grab one from your media library or whatever. Okay, so here's the file URL, and then I can go back here and submit an image, and then it becomes a clickable image link. I won't go over these again in detail what they're for. I'll just say this: always turn all three on. I think I'm going to actually get the default to turn those on. Open your links in a new window, make your links a no follow, and mask your affiliate URL. So that's the setup, and then you just click save. Okay, and then your link is done. Okay, and there's the link. So the short code, which is this piece that I'm going to highlight, the short code is what you would use on your WordPress site where you want that link to appear. Okay, the short code can be accessed if you go to your page or post editor. So if I go into here, okay, and I just want to add, a short code, okay, all I have to do is I can either copy and paste it from over there, or you also have the ability to add your short codes from the 4PS short codes here. So I go to affiliate short codes, there's to ShareGate for Tennille. I can change my anchor text if I want, and then I insert the image. Now, if it's an image, it'll insert an image. If it's a link, it'll insert the link. If you want to change the anchor text, okay, you can change anchor text. Okay, so short codes are to be used on your posts and pages. And the reason why is, let's say you post your link, on 20 or 30 different posts or pages, and then for some reason you need to come in and change your affiliate link or add a tracking tag, or you need to change something. Instead of editing 30 or 40 pages, what you would do is you just come back to your affiliate link, okay, and then you click on the edit shortcode button, and then you make the affiliate link changes, or you change the image maybe to something else, or the title, and it changes everywhere that you have the shortcode pasted in your blog. It will update it everywhere, so it acts as a central. That's the shortcode. Okay, then on the other side here, we have the masked URL. And what the masked URL is, if I copy this link, okay, and paste it, it's the, let me grab it. Copy masked URL, I grabbed the wrong one, and paste. Okay, it looks something like this. Okay, it'll be whatever domain you're on, and then question mark whatever you set this item to be. PS redirect was the default, but now we can change it to whatever you want, and then your number. This is what you would want to share outside of your site. So if you're posting in emails or on other websites or social properties, you want to share your masked affiliate link. And the thing with the tracking as well with the masked affiliate link, it will track your clicks and impressions, but they'll always be like one-to-ones. We can't tell when you're sharing your affiliate link on third parties, but we can tell when you're sharing your short code. So that's the only difference with stats. Short codes will show up as impressions. Masked URLs will show up as an impression and a click, provided someone clicks it. Amy Blaine says, if I am starting over again after not using the system for several months and I have no memory of the process of using PSv3, would the onboarding videos be the best place for me to start? Those would be an excellent place to start, Amy, because it just will catch you up and refresh you on all the main features of Project Supremacy. So number one, yeah, go ahead, watch those onboarding videos. It'll give you the refresher quickly. And then number two, come to the webinars, ask whatever questions you have. Number three, go in the group, post your questions there. And number 2 and 3 can be whenever. Webinars are Tuesdays, but you have access to the group 24/7. Yeah, Raf will approve your affiliate request. Rich, is there a general time frame to begin seeing results of a newly implemented schema? It depends on the result that you're looking for. Star ratings, if you're using aggregate rating, typically take 24 to 48 hours, I find, to show up. But as far as like results in ranking and stuff like that, there's too many factors to really tell you that, because we don't know what you're doing with your on page. We don't know what you're doing with your backlinks and stuff like that. Indexations, they're taking a little longer now to get your sites indexed in Google. So new sites, once again, depends on a lot of factors. Depends on if it's a brand new domain, depends on if you have schema, depends on if it's not a brand new name, if it's already got a bunch of links into it, meaning spiders are visiting it more actively. Depends on if you have it hooked up to Google Webmaster Tools. So there's just so many factors involved in that. So it really depends on the type of result that you want to see, Rich. Len asks, when migrating from Yoast to PS, if we deactivate PS, can the site revert back to Yoast with the info staying intact? Yes, Len, because when you migrate from Yoast to PS, we're not deleting anything from Yoast. We're only copying what you have in Yoast onto Project Supremacy. So if you then turn off Project Supremacy, you're just reverting back to Yoast settings. Now, if you happen to migrate from Yoast to Project Supremacy and then deleted Yoast, then I think you might lose your Yoast changes. And Yoast obviously doesn't have a way to import from Project Supremacy, but we have a way to import from Yoast. So it depends on your scenario as well. Dottie, she thinks that's where she's messing up. Will it mess up if you leave a title and use an image at the same time? Nope. That's what I just showed actually on that other one. This one, for instance, when we go to edit, you'll see that I do have a title and I do have an image link. Image will trump a title. Trump, Donald Trump. Image will always show first if you have an image. If an image isn't shown, then the title will show. So if you have both, image will show, of course. Len says working on a client site, so looking at different scenarios. Okay. How important are Google sitemaps? For what? Like how important in what regard? Ranking? I do it every single time. Because what the point of a Google sitemap is to make sure that Google has a way to know every page that exists on your site. I'm not sure if sites that I want to rank, I should say I do it. I'm not sure if Project Supremacy has a sitemap on it. Yeah, see, for Project Supremacy site, it's not as important. I'm not trying to rank anything in Google, but something like my Bitcoin site or here, I'll show you another one that I've been working on lately, iTunes Alternative. You should, affiliate sites and stuff like that, you should always have a sitemap because you want Google to know what the links are to all your sites. Maybe that's a bad example. And a sitemap just provides that. It provides a list of all your links. So and then what you do to link to the sitemap is you put it in the footer of your site. So that's a sitemap, okay? I use Google XML Sitemaps plugin, and then I link to this URL, which has a link to every single entry on my blog, post pages, everything. And then I put this link in my footer of my site. And then that way I know if Google hits my homepage and crawls my footer, they're going to end up on my sitemap, and then they'll be able to spider everything. So I guess I'd give it a 10 out of 10, Reggie, on how important it is for ranking. It's pretty important. Dottie says the link area has a space to use Google Maps. Okay, so that's what you're seeing, Dottie, with the links. I'll go back and show it. Is actually not, when you go to add your image and you click browse, this right now for some reason it's not pulling the image in. But what you're seeing, if I go to my media library, what you're seeing is this EXIF data. That's kind of a separate feature for writing EXIF data to your images. And it doesn't really have anything to do with the link itself. It more has to do with the image. So it shows up by default because this is WordPress default functionality. But if I go to my media bay in Project Supremacy, or media library, I should say, okay, and I click on any image, okay, here you see Project Supremacy EXIF. That's to add metadata to your images, or it's called EXIF data, but it's background information, where if you're doing like local marketing, you can say where your image is like located or taken from. JPEGs only, of course. That's why this one says EXIF can only apply to JPEGs, and you can convert to JPEG. So let's load up a JPEG example. Let's do Todd. Is he Todd a JPEG? There we go. So Todd, for instance, is in Dallas, Texas. So you can actually search, if you have your Google Maps API key set in your Project Supremacy v3 dashboard, you can say, you know, Todd lives in Dallas, Texas. Oops. Okay. And then you click search, and it'll fill in the latitude and longitude and put a pin on a map for you. And then you can have a small description. So say I was trying to rank for Todd Spears, I could have a description as, you know, Todd Spears lives in Dallas, you know, Texas. And then of course I could do my alt text description, caption, all the other WordPress default stuff. But this specifically is EXIF data, where we're writing metadata to the image itself, and it's great for local marketing. Specifically, it's very good for local marketing where you're adding keywords with a specific location. So don't confuse EXIF with the affiliate links. We just have the ability to add EXIF from that window. John says, what about HTML user sitemaps? If you have an HTML site, then I'd still recommend putting a sitemap on it. It's the same idea, it's just a different type of site. It's just an HTML site. You just have to build an HTML sitemap. So yeah, I always recommend a sitemap for a property that you're definitely trying to write or rank. You phrased it wrong, a front-end sitemap. I don't know what you mean by front-end sitemap. Oh, that a user can click on? I mean, no, I don't do it because really you're trying to control the flow of traffic with things like menus. You know what I mean? Like, I guess the best example I always go back to is my Bitcoin site because it's the most active thing, but I don't need a user to see absolutely every single page on my site. When they visit my site, I don't need them to see that, right? I can supply using menus the important links that I want them to click on. But having them see every single page on my site, I don't know. I don't really know why I'd want to do that. I mean, you could if you wanted to. I just don't. You wonder if Google likes them? Well, Google sees them anyways. If you put a link to your sitemap in your footer, Google already sees it. There's always the two audiences, right, that you're trying to please. One is the user who's visiting your site, and two is Google. So a sitemap, you don't need to worry about a sitemap for a user. That's something more for Google. And then for users, you just need to direct them with internal links, menu links, sidebar links, and footer links. Those are your navigational aids in WordPress for users. John says, make sure when you're using something like Smush or Optimus or other image optimizing plugins that they're not stripping the EXIF out. Yeah, if you want EXIF, then don't optimize your images because it makes them, it pulls the EXIF out of it and it defeats the purpose. Good point. What's a fire table? A fire table is one of those propane tables that has the nice colored glass in it, and the flame goes up for them, and they use them on patios. And I'm getting one for my back deck. So the guy was probably emailing me back with a quote. Because it's finally summer up in Canada, and it's finally above 20 degrees Celsius, so it's time to do that stuff. Any other questions? If nobody has questions, I have a question for you. On a scale of 1 to 10, how competent do you feel at operating everything inside of Project Supremacy? On a scale of 1 to 10, how competent do you feel at operating everything in Project Supremacy? Okay, so all you people that are giving me numbers less than 5 should be taking advantage and asking questions. Because your questions definitely, if I answer them, can help other users. Yeah, I've never used it. Well, if you don't use it, then I mean that's different. 1, but that's my bad. Like Amy, you haven't touched it in months. No, man, that's a bummer. John says 10 is for everything apart from the project planner. John, have you watched any of the project planner webbies that I've done? They're pretty. The project planner in V3 alone is really. I mean, we could sell this on its own, just as a standalone product. It's that good. Amy says, I was initially overwhelmed by the sheer mass of hours of webinars to try to do the quick start. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a weird thing, right? Because it's a big software, so it requires a lot of, like a sales page, for instance, like we want to talk about every feature, but we just can't because it would be like a book, right? And then we have the webinars because we know it's a big software. There's a lot of features and stuff like that. So we have a webinar every week to come on and answer questions. And then some people see all that and then they're like, oh, I'm overwhelmed. And then they're overwhelmed by the size of the software and they're overwhelmed by the amount of hours on the webinars. How we combat that stuff, excuse me, is by making the webinar searchable, right? So that you can just kind of search for the product that you're looking for, right? Or so like this search bar right here. These are all the webinars. And we added this search bar so that you're like, okay, I'm really having trouble with getting stars, so you just type in stars. And these links will lead you directly to the webinar at the time where we're talking about this specific topic, right? So how to get stars working in Google listings, how to get stars in SERP's localclienttakeover.com review. Or if you're having trouble with affiliate link manager, you could type link manager, right? So like, and that will show up probably the next time we upload. Affiliate products, how to create affiliate links, how to insert short codes. So we do that, and then even still, like it's still a big product, it's still hard. So we did the onboarding thing for each new user, right? So that as a new user comes in, we kind of present them the information in a logical fashion of how they're actually going to be using the software themselves. So like when you first log into this dashboard and it's blank, you're like, okay, where do I start? There's so much shit, right? Well, the place to start is add a website, right? So we teach them how to add websites and we teach them how to upload the plugin. And then we teach them how to filter with tags, or how to set up tags so that you know where your sites are hosted and registered, and so that you can tag. And then we teach about bulk management of plugins and stuff like that. Like, we really take them through the process in a logical fashion of how they should be using the plugin and what features they should be using and when, just because it's so big. But I'll tell you, like, it is a constant process that we have to go through with people to teach them how to use the software. I think everybody feels that there's still stuff about this software that they still don't know exists. There's features in there that they didn't know that are there. So I really, really recommend that everybody comes here first to the webinars and do a keyword search. Like, did you know we had EXIF? Well, if you didn't, type in EXIF, and you'll get information about EXIF. And just start typing in keywords and watching little tidbits. You don't have to watch for hours. Just watch, you know, the 2 minutes that we talk about that. And that's why we have these Q&A webinars, to build up this database of searchable topics. And hopefully it really, really helps you guys. The other thing too, this is interesting that you say that, Bridget. She said, yeah, that's her problem too. It's, you know, I have too little time to wade through all the info. And the funny thing about that is Project Supremacy really is, if you guys knew 100% of the features in it and you were 100% confident on how to use it, the amount of time you'd save is so fantastic that I think it's worth your time to wade through the info. Like, I really do. And we have ways to shortcut going through the info with this search box. So it really is. So as you're doing things and you're like, oh, I wonder if it does this, you should be searching in here just to see what's up, because it does a lot, guys. It really does a lot. And once you know how to do it, it will save you so much time. So the investment of time to figure out how to use it is worth it, because you'll recover that time as you're using it. It's hard to experience or explain that to you guys without you having the experience of doing it, right? So, well, that's why we just keep doing the webinars, I guess, so that you guys keep on coming on and hopefully learn new stuff. But I keep wanting to push everybody to the search box. Definitely be using that search box. John says, is a project suitable for a site that's been live for some time, or is it for planning new sites only? It's definitely for existing sites as well, John. Okay, where is it? Let me see if I can do this. I'll even be my own guinea pig. Project Planner. Okay, so reverse SEO audit. Okay, to import all pages and posts into the Project Planner. This link right here, I'm going to copy it, is the answer to your question, John, on how to do an SEO audit to a site that's already live, right? But basically, I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you quickly. What you would do is create a new project in the Project Planner. So manage, create new project. You can call it whatever you want. SEO audit, we'll call it that. 1,000-page site, that's pretty huge. So you can do it, but so here's my SEO audit. I would load it and it would come in blank, and then I'd go actions, create groups from existing pages or posts. So what this will do is load up all your pages and posts. So I'll just load up pages here, and then we'll show 100 entries. These are all the pages on my site. And if I wanted to optimize all of them, then I would just click all of them. If I want to like bite things off a bit at a time, because a 1,000-page site, I mean, that's going to take you a long time no matter what. So you could do like maybe 5 at a time. So grab 5 of the pages that you want to start optimizing, right? And then import them. So what this just did is it imported those pages that are already live on the site, right? And it's going to tell me what my current title, URL, description, and everything are for all those pages, so that I can see if I'm maybe lacking. Like this one doesn't have a description. This one, the page IDs are, oh yeah, those don't come until they're live. These are not live pages, these are drafts. But maybe I want to change a title or a description or a URL, or maybe I want to add keywords. I know I want to be tracking certain keywords or targeting certain keywords for these pages. Then you can add keywords. And that's how you would optimize for a site that already exists, is you import the pages that you already have into the planner so that you have a single dashboard to look at everything. And then if you do need to make changes, you can make those changes here, and it will update your pages for you, provided you're using Project Supremacy SEO box for your posts and pages, right? It won't update if you're using Yoast to control your titles. But if you are using Project Supremacy, then you can make all your updates in from one spot, and it does save a shit ton of time. Kath, I didn't realize that Smush removes EXIF data. What is the procedure I should follow to undo the problem if I have both Smush and PS on the same site? Well, then you just have to redo your images. If you smushed them, then you have to start over. Just like put that image back. Take the image that's smushed, upload it to your site, and then write EXIF to it, and then don't smush it. John Perry says most plugins will let you enable or disable EXIF, but I think Smush needs a premium account for that. You can't quite remember. Bob says a few videos back we looked at it for a Twitter debugger. Yeah, we have that Twitter debugger. It wasn't very good though. We could still add it, but it's not very good. Amy says the search feature looks extremely helpful. She wasn't aware that we had added it. Yeah, we added that a while back, and love it because it makes it easier for users for sure. Len will be working on an existing local biz site in doing research and initial setup layout to upgrade site. What is the best practice, i.e. buy a dummy URL and add that to PS and work as a dummy site and build that out? You can do that, Len, if you want, like from the project manager. So you can start like planning your pages and your posts. So like for instance, let's go back to projects. Let's say I was doing a local site here for, let's create a new project. And this is a test. I know I'm going to be working with like maybe a fireplace installer or something like that in Edmonton. So I can do fireplace Edmonton plan, okay? Or I can say plan first so that they all show up as plans. I don't know, I do weird shit like that, but whatever, name it however you want to name it, okay? And then you can come into the fireplace plan and start doing your keyword research and start building out your groups and your pages and your posts that you actually want to target, and build it all here, okay? Even if you don't have the domain name registered or planned yet. Then once you're happy with it here, you can go back to your projects, okay? And you can actually export any project. And then once you have your site live, import your project. So click on load and then import the project from your plan. Sorry, right here, import existing project. So you can work on stuff on one site, transfer it over to another site. The only difference from one site to another is going to be your domain name. And you want to definitely, so here on v3.projectsupremacy.com, that's the domain of this particular site. Just make sure that you keep that in mind when you're planning for the other one, because if you go over any of my optimization webinars, you never want to use, like if I had edmontonfireplaces.com and then the keyword that I was going after was like fireplace restoration, I would want to have edmontonfireplaces.com/restoration, not fireplace restoration, because the domain already has fireplace in it. So just kind of keep that sort of stuff in mind. But it's definitely, you're able to move projects from one site to another. So he says, so you could do everything from Planner without having to load the plugin to a website. Well, no, you got to understand that this is a part of the plugin. The Project Planner is part of the plugin. So you have to have at least one website with the plugin on it in order to use the Project Planner, because the Project Planner is not inside the dashboard, it's in the plugin. So any site with Project Supremacy on it, just go to the project management in the plugin, create your plan, then for the site that you want to put it on. If it's like not a WordPress site, you obviously can't import the project. You can just do all your planning here and then copy and paste things over. So like say it's an HTML site, you would just copy things one by one. Okay, the title for this page is going to be this, the description is going to be this, you know, yada, yada, yada. Dottie, is there a glossary of terms? No, I would just ask in the group if you're not sure what a specific term means. Rick says his problem is that he does not do the technical side of stuff, his staff does. I learn it to be able to answer their questions or point them to a video, but they find PS overwhelming, especially as we are always very busy. I even pay them to watch videos in their own time, can't do it during work hours. Or that would be a full-time job. I hired a girl just to do PS, but after 3 weeks, she left too hard. I tell every staff that PS is fundamental to every site. I would start breaking that down, Rick, into specific elements. Because look, let's assume you were gonna do the same job, but nobody had PS. They're still gonna have to learn SEO, right? They're still gonna have to learn how to do titles. They're still gonna have to learn how to do descriptions, right? These are all, PS really is every element of SEO rolled into one software. So whether they're using this tool or another tool, they have to learn it. So start breaking things down. This is how you create titles, or this is how you create descriptions. This is how you create project plans. You know what I mean? Look, that's not really an SEO process. This is a PS SEO way of doing SEO. What else would there be? Rank tracking. Teach them how to set up rank tracking in the rank tracker. Teach them how to build schema. Just start prioritizing those things down to single level elements. That's the best I could say, because they're going to have to learn how to do it with or without Project Supremacy anyways. And if you like Project Supremacy, then they need to learn it. And the overwhelming thing, really, to me, overwhelming only comes from when, you know, you're asked to do one thing, but you need to do 100 little things to get the one thing done. Just take it one step at a time, one bite at a time, to reduce the amount of things that are overwhelming. I have to learn how to do a title, because you only have to learn how to do something once and then you know it forever, right? And if Project Supremacy has 150 features, learn one feature at a time and you'll learn it forever, provided Todd and I don't keep adding new features. Yeah, I just slow things down. Kevin, can we have a batch image EXIF geo targeter facility? No, we don't have that. We don't have bulk image editor for EXIF. It's image by image for now. It's kind of spammy though, Kevin, to just plaster every image with the same description and location and stuff like that. I mean, I can see how it could be non-spammy if it's like, okay, these 5 need to be this data, and then these 5 need to be this data. We'll look into that. What I would do, Kevin, though, is put a feature suggestion in the group. And for all you guys, if you come into Project Supremacy V3 group and you search this group for feature suggestion, there is a thread for feature suggestions. My English is all tongue-tied. Okay, feature suggestion thread. Post your feature suggestions in here and we go through that stuff. Can you build a SERP-Tech site inside the PSv3 planner? No, you need SERP-Tech to build a SERP-Tech site. But you can build a SERP-Tech site and then import all your pages and posts into the planner. But Bruce, why would you want to do that? Why would you want a 400-page site all on one project plan when, I mean, SERP-Tech already builds your titles and stuff for you, right? Like it does that for you. So I just don't understand with SERP-Tech why you would want to control your titles and descriptions on a granular level when it's not really meant to be that. If you have something that you want specifically, then let me know and I could give you more advice. But just from that question, I'm not really sure why you'd want to do it. Is there a way to upload Project Supremacy V3 on local WAMP server without connecting to app.project to do offsite dev work? I don't think so, Bob. I would ask in the group. I've never, Todd, you might know that. I don't even know what WAMP server is.
Windows.
Oh, Windows. Yeah, I think you need the connection with our server for it to function. Like he's talking about local development, right?
I believe so. Yes. I'm trying to see the actual question here.
You know what I would do, Bob? Just try it. See what happens. I've never done it, so I can't give you a full answer.
But no, you're gonna have to connect to the app.
Yeah, like you can install the plugin, V3 plugin, but what's going to happen is your dashboard will show up with all the features stripped out of it and ask you to enter your license. And then what will happen is it'll be like failed to connect.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know if that's a feature. You could put it in a feature suggestion, Bob, that you want to bypass the connection for local development, I guess. Amy, I just wasn't sure what the bare minimum was to get a site up and running. It's kind of a funny question. Like, what's a bare minimum? Well, you always have to think about what your goals are, Amy. You know, like to get a site up and running, is that your only goal? You know, or are you trying to rank something? Are you trying to, you know, like you have to think about what your end goal is and then be like, okay, what are the steps I need to take in order to achieve my end goal? If all it is to get a site up and live, not ranking in Google, all you need to do is put a website on any hosting account, hook Project Supremacy V3 up to it, and you're done. But that's not going to get you anywhere as if your goal is to get traffic and stuff like that, right? The basics to getting it ranked right now. So now if your goal is to get your site ranked, you're definitely going to need to hook up your site to Project Supremacy. You know what you should do, Amy, is watch the 2018 Best Practices Optimization webinar. Because those are, it's what it is a webinar that we did where we were selling Project Supremacy, teaching people how to optimize their pages and posts. This URL, okay, is something you should watch. It will obviously try to sell you Project Supremacy to you, but the first half is just optimization practices, okay? The things you should do to your site, your pages, and your posts in order to get ranked in Google. We didn't talk about backlinks in this webinar because backlinks are like the last step. Once you're optimized properly, then you start building backlinks. But that's a whole nother subject. That's a huge subject here that we don't really cover in detail because our software doesn't really do much as far as building backlinks and stuff like that. But you have to understand, or you should understand, something called private blog networks. So I would look into that stuff because you're building backlinks to your site through properties that you control. You can still go to the webinars area. I'm not sure. I'm sure the word PBN has come up. And just take as much info as you can. But I'd watch this webinar. If you're looking for a good starting place, bare minimum, definitely watch that webinar. Oh God, there is no such thing as a small PBN Webby. Like I literally couldn't teach it in 2 hours. There's a little bit about PBNs in here. You could use the search function to search for PBNs. Maybe this one, how to qualify expired domains for PBNs. That's good. I'm glad you are, Amy. Your bare minimums is going to be those 5 steps. I think that's the perfect thing for you, is that 2018 best practices webinar. Because it'll talk about keyword research, project planning with the so the project planner will cover keyword research and optimization, and then we also cover the schema builder, okay, how to add schema to your sites, and then we cover image optimization through EXIF image data, and then we cover social optimization through Facebook pixeling and open graph data, all on that webinar. So and just keep this in mind when you're watching the webinar. That webinar is 1 hour of content covering 5 subjects. So we're not going into high level detail about how to do each of those things, but take notes and then come back to this webinar and look for the more detailed stuff where we talk about it in far more detail, like EXIF or project planning or whatever. Anyone that doesn't know how to use the project planner fully and how to set up optimization, you need to watch these 2 webinars up here on the webinars page. $135,000 affiliate site and the $400 a month 5-page site, because those talk specifically to a beginner how to use the project planner, how to optimize, how to pick keywords, track keywords, optimize groups of keywords using the project planner. So make sure you watch these 2 things. They're great. Just start watching it and hopefully you won't get bored. I think they're pretty entertaining. Sometimes I even watch my own webinars, and I don't know why it helps. It's just cool to see things. Just watch those 2 for optimization. John, I've got a domain, Ronin, and have expired domains coming out of my ears, but no time to make the actual PBNs yet. Nobody has time, guys. We're all running with the same amount of hours. Kath says she thought these 2 webinars specifically were great webbies for learning. Yeah, John, I don't really do expireds. That's why I don't know about it. I'm way more into auction domains. Expireds work, apparently. It's not my cup of tea. Rick, could we have a guest speaker one day to talk about backlinks? That would be great. We've talked about having Patrick, I can't say his last name, I think it's Babakanian. He runs SERP Champion, and his whole specialty with that is all about building PBN sites or renting you links or helping you set up your own PBN, all the metrics involved in that stuff. He deals in auction domains. He also has pre-packaged affiliate sites. If you guys want, in Project Supremacy, use the search feature for SERP Champion. And Patrick's even on that thread. Yeah, here, this one. This is all about PBN stuff. We're thinking about getting Patrick on to come and teach about that stuff. He will try and sell you stuff, of course, guys, if we get him on, but he'll still teach you a lot about PBNs, but then he'll just say, look, if you want to bypass all the knowledge and learning, I'll just sell you a PBN or sell you a domain or sell you a link or whatever. But he'll still teach a bunch of stuff. So we could do that, Rick. The other option too that you guys have, and I should put this in the group. If you guys want to know about auction domains, and just this information is really old, but I think it's still really relevant. And ignore rent PBN links. I got to get this link down. I don't sell PBN links anymore right now. Where is it? SEO, off-page optimization. These 2 videos, guys, video 1 and video 2 on PBN domain research, I think you should watch them. Okay, they're good. They teach you a lot about how I used to find domains. Now I just buy them off guys. Like, honestly, all the stuff I do now is I buy them off Patrick because I just don't like the research phase. It takes up too much time, and time is money. So watch those 2 videos. I just gave you the link, and it'll teach you a lot about PBNs. And once you have a PBN, you can backlink to your heart's content. Amy, you understand the basics of SEO. It's just using the software to do it that I'm not sure of. I don't know how to make that easy for you, Amy. I mean, you would have to tell me what's confusing, I guess, about the software, and not in an overall sense, but in a specific, like, okay, how do I create a title? Because the process of SEO isn't that hard. Like, optimization is like, a title, a description, keywords, stuff like that. So you'd have to tell me what specifically is giving you trouble, and then I could probably point you to something. But honestly, watch that 2018 best optimization webinar. I think just a lot of light bulbs will go off for you. I think I caught up. Any other questions? We're at about an hour here, guys. So if I'll give you guys a couple more minutes to ask questions. If we don't have a lot of questions coming in, then we'll just end the webinar there, but I'll stay on until you guys are done asking. So. Len says, you notice Project Supremacy doesn't show schema previously set up outside of PS. Best way to address what was previously set up in new schemas. I'm not quite sure what you mean there, Len. Project Supremacy doesn't show schema previously set up outside of PS. It actually can do that, if I'm understanding the question correctly. So, like, go to Google Whoa. Do a keyword search. This guy has schema because you can tell the stars are there. So if you want to know what kind of schema this guy is using, you grab his URL, you go into your Project Supremacy dashboard, go to schemas, go to the duplicator, put in his URL, give it a name, and save it to whatever URL. I like to save stuff to the MISC group because it's research. Run the duplicator. Oh, can't find any JSON LD schema on that page. So he has microdata schema, or what's this shit called? Yeah, it's called microdata, I think. Or I forget what it's called. It's not JSON. JSON's the best one. But that's the idea. Just to give you an idea of a working one. I know this one works because we built the schema duplicator because of this. So here's the schema duplicator again. Where am I? There, run duplicator. Okay, schema's detected. They found an article schema on that guy's site, so we're going to proceed. Okay, now I can open up my miscellaneous folder. There's the article schema. There's the name. I click on the schema, and then I click on render. There's the schema they used. That's the exact schema code that they used. Okay. Is that what you mean there, Len? And if you like the schema they're using, okay, so there you go. This is what you're asking. Okay, so once you pull in their schema, obviously that schema is not going to be relevant to your particular site, right? So what you do from there is number one, let me show it to you this way. Go to webinars and then go to the search box and type in duplicator. And here's how schema duplicator works and how to select and edit schema. So do that first, but then on the actual duplicator, okay, all you have to do is load his schema. So name, click this little eyeball, and that will hide all the schema properties of article that they did not use because you're not interested in those. This is the stuff they did use. Change the date to your date, change the published date to your date, change the description to your description, change the headline to your headline. He has aggregate rating. Okay, so you're going to want to edit that. Click the edit button. It will load his aggregate rating schema, hide the stuff he's not using, change these to your values, and just go through the process of changing every entry that they made to your data. And then once you're done and it's got all your info in it, then you can, okay, so let's say that this was done, okay, and it was finished, and we're going to put it on our guitar site. Okay, so I would call this, guitar article. Then take it out of the miscellaneous folder, move it over to, where's my, oh, I'm in a different site. Move it over to your site that you want it to go to, and then save it. That takes it out of the MISC folder and puts it into the site that you're actually going to assign that schema on. And then you need to assign it. Go over to your websites tab. We're working in 57 left. Find your website that you're going to assign the schema. Go over to your schemas, and then there it is. Assign it. Right? So that from A to Z, what I did is I copied someone else's schema, added my own data, saved it into the site that I'm going to, and then came to the site and assigned it. But if you want to see that in far more detail, go to the webinars and type in duplicator, and you'll be able to find it. Stuart, where's the info on the new offer? What's the new offer? What do you mean, Stuart? Stuart, I'm not sure what you meant. Okay, no problem. Len, schema that you set up before adding PS. So you set up schema with something else and you want to copy it. You could use that duplicator process, I guess, provided that it's JSON LD schema. That would be probably the best way to do it. I think I even had a schema duplicator video that as well when we release that feature. Let me go back to my pages. Close some shit here. Boink, 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 boink. Yoink. Feature schema duplicator. Okay, yeah, I do. So when we release the schema duplicator, I shot a video here. So I'm gonna send you this too. I'll put this out for everybody. Where's the questions box? There it is. Okay, guys, so that's cloning schema using the schema duplicator and then getting Google stars as well. There's 2 tabs on this one. A couple of videos there for you. Yes, Stuart. Yeah. So he's asking if he gets a monthly or single user, can he get more stuff at the price listed? Yeah, we're not changing the prices yet. The other thing to take note of, Stuart, is our shop. Right here, guys, we've added, oh yeah, shop's not in this. Shop's not in free trial accounts, but it is in other accounts. So let me log into mine. So all you guys should see this link up here with the little shopping cart. You're able to buy more stuff. If you don't want to upgrade to a bigger plan and you just want one or some of something, like maybe you just want more keyword research, you can go into the shop and be like, oh, I want an extra, 2,000 searches per month of volume and CPC data. And you can buy 2,000 more per month for $10 a month. Okay, and then, oh, maybe you want more competition research, add another 2,000 of those for $10 a month. Or maybe you want more rank tracking or more sub accounts. And WP Manage is going to come in here too. We're just holding off on that until we know what we're doing with the free trials, forever free plan or not. But yeah, you can upgrade in Zaxa to a new package or go into the shop and just a la carte it. Lots of options there for sure. Probably last chance for questions here, guys and gals. Because I want to go outside and enjoy the sun. Catherine, where do you find your Zaxa username? So log into Zaxa. Well, you chose your username, first of all, Catherine, when you signed up for Zaxa. So you should know it, but your username, yeah, mutants too. The easy way to find it, Kath, log into Zaxa, make sure you're logged in, then go to v3.project supremacy and scroll down once again to the bottom, click on the affiliate link. That will take you into our specific affiliate area for Project Supremacy. Okay, and this piece right here, mine says Elenet, but yours will say whatever you chose. That's going to be your affiliate username. And that's also in the video too, right here, Kath. We talk about it in this video. So yeah, make sure you watch this video, guys. It's only 7 minutes and 55 seconds, and it's I mean, I do this shit for a reason, right? I just hope that I do it and you guys actually take advantage of this stuff. Link, Bruce, I just showed you at the bottom of v3.projectsupremacy.com, click on the affiliates link, and then it takes you over here. If you want the direct link to the YouTube video instead, okay, here you go. Actually, I'll just pop it in for all you there. There you go. It's also in an email that I sent out. Do you guys check your emails? I'm just curious. I'm not trying to harp on anyone, but like I do send all this stuff out by email. I know not everybody sees every email all the time. One thing I'd love though, if you guys are really wanting to get this information, put a rule on your Gmail or your email filter so that when the emails come in, they all go to a Project Supremacy folder. I'll show you guys what I do. I don't know if you give a shit about this or not, but I literally have so many things, like email accounts for so many things. I create rules. So like for instance, my domains, I have a folder just for my domains. Some of them are registrars and some of them are hosts. So I know who all my registrars are. I create a rule in Gmail. When the email comes from answerable.com, it goes right into the answerable.com folder. You guys know about rules? 1 yes, 2 no, just so I know. I should show you this. I'm going to shoot a video for you guys for rules, because this is going to like, oh, it's just the best. Like, it's so easy to find everything and anything. Like my notifications, I have cPanel notification messages, WordPress messages, everything goes into the folder at the right time. But specifically, like in my memberships folder, these are all programs that I'm a member of or have been a member of. I can scroll down to Project Supremacy, and there's all my Project Supremacy emails all in one folder, like super easy. And I want you guys to do something like this, just because I don't email. Todd and I don't promote like to this list like it's going out of style. You know what I mean? Like once a month at most will we bring on something to promote. So the emails that you're getting, guys, are not promotional emails. They're actual updates, new features, webinar reminders, replay reminders. These are good emails for you guys. So I'm honestly not trying to harp on it. I'm going to shoot a video on how to do this, Dottie. I set it up in Gmail, but it works. It just naturally updates in Thunderbird. And when you do this in Gmail, no matter who your email client is, whether it's Thunderbird or MS, whatever all the email programs are, it happens automatically. So I'll shoot a video on how to do it, because it is pretty cool. But anyways, the emails, guys, like I said, we're not promoting to you guys. Don't think that, you know, these emails are just a bunch of promotions, because they're not. It's always important stuff. So I'm not harping. I'm just trying to show you guys what's up. And hopefully everybody got the links that they need. Any other questions, guys? Did I miss anything? Thank you, Rick. Rick says it was a good value webinar for how short it was. One thing, guys, next week, the webinar is canceled. Okay, I'm going to be taking my wife on a muchly needed vacation. So we're not going to have the webinar next week. So it'll be 2 weeks, but just so you guys know. If you ever want to check, by the way, the schedule of webinars, you can just go to our actual webinar replay page. Just to show you guys what the actual scheduling is. Even though it says join us every Tuesday, to see what the actual schedule is, click on the register now button, and that'll take you over to the GoToWebinar page. And then when it loads, okay, just click this 36 times, and it'll open up all the scheduled webinars. So what's today? Today's April 24th. So we're on this webinar right here. And then I have one set for May 5th or May 1st, but that's going to be canceled. So I just shot myself in the foot, or I ate my own foot with my mouth, or however you say it. That one's canceled. I'll update the webinar page, but that'll show you all the webinars, guys, if you ever want to. And then if you're in different time zones and you want to see it in your time zone, click this button, show in my time zone, enter your time zone. So if I lived in Central Time, set the time zone, and then it updates all the webinars to your actual time zone as well. Just a quick little tip for you guys. Any chance of pushing the start time back half an hour? Probably not. We have to go on mine and Todd's schedule. Todd has kids that go to school and stuff like that, and he needs to make sure he's taking care of the kitties, and I have a baby on the way, and so we got to kind of stick to that schedule for now, Bruce. Chuck, did the emails show in the regular feed and a copy into the folder? I'll shoot a video to show you how I do that. I have one folder called All Mail, so that everything shows in that one folder, but then everything else is organized into a single folder. Dottie, are you still doing CERT webinars? We talked about that on the last webinar. We're not going to do any CERT Tech webinars until Jason puts out a new update, which I believe is coming soon. Bruce, on Eastern time is 3 is pick up my kids' time. Yeah, sorry, man. So you wait for the replay and see the beginning after each end. Yeah, sorry, Bruce. We got to do it on our schedule, unfortunately. I guess that's what replays are for, though. Okay, guys, I guess we'll end it there. I know I have 2 webinars to get uploaded. That was just answered, Sam. Sorry. Yeah, I got 2 webinars to get uploaded, guys, so I'll make sure I do that today and tomorrow. Last week was pretty crazy with free trial stuff that I was building, so I definitely have more time this week. I'll be away next week on vacation with Tennille, but I'll still have my computer with me for like just quick putting out fires and stuff like that. But the webinar I'll be canceled, but I'll still kind of be around, kind of. Hopefully I'll put my phone away and just enjoy the time off. But we'll see you guys probably in a couple of weeks then. Hope you guys had a good Webby.
Yep.
Talk to you later.
Have a great week. See you too. Bye-bye.